Hi, it's Mark from Top Local. We're here with Bernie Pawlik, Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, Vancouver's favorite auto service experience. 16, 17, how many times is it now, Bernie?
17.
17-time winners of Best in Vancouver. How you doing today, Bernie?
Really well.
So let's talk about Lexus vehicles. How reliable are Lexus?
Well, in a nutshell, very reliable. There's not a lot that goes wrong with them. They have a very good reputation. If you look at Consumer Reports and other reporting services for years and years and years, Lexus comes out on top for best reliability and lowest maintenance costs. So they're excellent vehicles in that respect.
So Lexus is the premium brand of Toyota. So how similar are they to Toyota?
Well, in many ways, they're very similar, although I mean, certainly they're much more luxurious. So the interior fitments, the options in Lexus vehicles are definitely higher than Toyota's. I mean, the Toyota Avalon is about the highest level of car that Toyota makes, and Lexus kind of starts there and gets better. But you find features like heated rear seats. I mean, just numerous luxury features that you won't find in Toyota vehicles. But underneath the hood, a lot of them are similar. And that's a good thing because you've got shared components, which keeps your repair and maintenance costs down, and also allows the company to make more reliable components overall. So, I mean, they are similar, but they're just you won't find a luxury version of a Toyota Echo, for instance, or a Lexus version of an Echo. But at the higher end models, it just kind of goes up from there. And they make a lot of sportier cars as well in the Lexus line, which they don't in Toyota.
So, what do you most commonly repair on Lexus vehicles?
Seems like the most common repairs we do, engine-wise. I mean, so we're talking like newer, maybe within the last decade of vehicles. Water pumps seem to leak. We do seem to do a lot of shocks and struts and suspension items as well. And again, these are on the little older side. They're the 10-year and older cars, but really not a lot else. Brakes are of course things that just wear on all cars, so we do those. But those are really seem like suspension issues, and water pumps seem to be one of the weaker things on one of the components that seems to wear out more than other things. But other than that, they're really exceptionally reliable.
So how about the hybrids?
Hybrids are great. I mean, hybrids, as a mechanic, they kind of scare me. Not to fix them, but just that there's so much to go wrong. There's so much complexity. I mean, you've got your internal combustion engine and all the sophistication that goes along with that. Plus, you've got an electric motor, transmission unit, inverters, batteries, a whole plethora of other items that can go wrong, and they rarely do. I mean, the only vehicle we've ever had is a Highlander hybrid that had a blown inverter. That's the only major component we've ever seen go wrong with a hybrid. Now, we don't fix exclusively hybrids, but I mean, generally there's not a lot that goes wrong with them. So it's a kind of hybrid I'd actually want to own myself, because I don't really want a car that I have to fix all the time, especially one of the expensive parts. So the hybrid is it's a good option in these vehicles.
So what maintenance services are typically required on Lexus cars?
So things like spark plugs, for instance, will need to be replaced every sort of in the mid between 100 and 200,000 kilometers. We recommend fuel injection cleanings about every 50,000 kilometers for good improved maintenance. Certainly, oil changes on a regular basis are critical, and especially when you get in with the sort of mid 2000s and newer. The engines use timing chains. You've got to change your oil regularly on these. You cannot let it get low. You've got to be religious with it, otherwise you're going to end up spending a lot of money and wrecking your engine, which you don't want to do. Other maintenance items, timing belts. Up until the mid 2000, most Lexus, at least the RX 330s, all use timing belts. Some of the V8 engines use timing belts as well. So even into the later 2000 model years, some of them use timing belts. So those are something that need to be done around 160,000 kilometers. Other than that, fluid flushes, transmission, differentials, that kind of thing, brake fluid, basic maintenance. Timing belt's really the only big thing, and unless you don't change your oil, then you'll be doing timing chain repairs, which you don't want to do.
So any final thoughts on Lexus automotive cars, trucks?
Mark, they're really reliable. I highly recommend them. I mean, if you're looking for a luxury vehicle, I'd recommend one of these over a Mercedes. I think sometimes they don't quite have the prestigious feel for some odd reason, but they're a beautifully built vehicle and very reliable, which is worth a lot.
And that's coming from a Mercedes owner.
That's right. Yeah.
So there you go. If you're looking for repairs on your Lexus in Vancouver, the guys to go and see are Pawlik Automotive. You can reach them at 604-327-7112. We've got 5 bays to serve you, but they're busy, so you got to call and book ahead. Or check out their website, pawlikautomotive.com. Remember, 17-time winners, as voted by their customers, of best auto repair in Vancouver. Thanks, Bernie.
Thanks, Mark.